Hello all and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's rooftop 2 cow caravan of treasure. Sometimes barred. The streak continues as it always will. And we are into the next Tales from the Mailbag. Sorry I had to pause there. For a moment I felt like I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. Anyway, next Tales from the Mailbag. This is kind of the post-Dallas trip mailbag. I think I mentioned before I took my trip to Dallas. I talked about how there was a lot of boxes I was expecting to come in while I was away, and there was. Plus, we got a few store pickups from the last week that we're going to throw in here. But yeah, as you can tell, if you look at the thumbnail, there's a couple of Amazon boxes, some packages. There's like 3 or 4 Big Bad Toy Store boxes. I didn't even. There was so much stuff on the bar because the boxes were so big. I wasn't even able to. Actually, I kind of forgot, and when I realized it was too late. I wasn't even able to fit the action figure pickups I got from Walmart on the bar. I forgot to put those in the thumbnail, so apologies. That's what we're going to take a look at first. I always do store pickups first, so sorry if I'm rambling a little bit here. Just trying to give some context to what all is here. Yeah, it's a couple of Prime Day orders, some Big Bad Toy Store stuff, and some store pickups from the Dallas trip. So there you go. Not from the Dallas trip, but post the Dallas trip. Yeah, so first one we're going to go into is a Walmart bag. Right here. You can probably see what's kind of in here. It's 3 figures, 3 WWE Elites. My Walmart has been really bad lately in terms of getting stuff in stock. And it was funny because for such a long time, I was always very positive about, always getting stuff I ordered from Walmart or finding things I wanted at Walmart. But for a while now, my Walmart's been really stagnant, except for, little plushies that they seem to get a lot of new ones every week or two. But as far as, Marvel Legends, there hasn't been anything since, the initial first release of Into the Spider-Verse figures. There hasn't been... any WWE Elites. The most recent set that I've seen at the stores is Series 97 or 98. And that's pretty much been it. No new Ruthless Aggression stuff. I still see tons of Batista and Shawn Michaels Walmart exclusive Ruthless Aggression stuff. No real G.I. Joe classified stuff. I haven't even seen any of the exclusive Walmart Masters of the Universe Origin stuff. I'd never found Duplico, which I know is crazy expensive now. And I never found Mossman, and some people are starting to find Mossman. So hopefully eventually my Walmart gets those two. It'd be nice. But I'm not going to hold my breath based on everything. However, there was some positivity with these figures. From 2 different Walmarts, actually. My Walmart, I was walking around, I looked at the section, still nothing new. Nothing new in the wrestling section. But as I was rounding a corner, there was a giant, they had set up a whole corner shelf full of about 7 or 8 waves worth of wrestling figures, WWE Elites. And that's where I got these 3 figures that I just showed you. I'm rambling here. I'm just trying to paint the picture. Apologies. It was basically... Elite Series 99, 100, 101, and I think maybe 102 or 103. 101 for sure. Anyways, it was those. It was the next couple of waves worth of Ruthless Aggression figures. It was the SummerSlam Elites that came out last year with Zeus and Dolph Ziggler. Another set of the WrestleMania Elites from earlier this year with Rock Hogan, Dusty Macho. And then a top picks, a top pick series. It was just a lot. Like I said, it was 6 to 8 whole waves worth of figures just there. Sadly, they had Greatest Hits again, but they did not have Greatest Hits Series 2. Otherwise, I would be looking for that King Harley Race figure. That was not there, but they had a whole restock of the first wave of Greatest Hits. So interesting there. They had some Ultimates up there. They had the AJ Styles, Razor Ramon Ultimates up on a shelf there. And then that was pretty much it. But I picked up 3 things. I'm going to go through them here. Sorry for the rambling. I just wanted to kind of paint the picture of what happened there. First thing, as soon as I saw it, I grabbed it, stuck it in the cart. I picked up a Ruthless Aggression JBL figure. Looks really cool. I like it. I think this is his John Bradshaw Layfield, maybe a Wall Street tycoon, but anyone who's locked horns with him inside of the ring would find out why he's called a wrestling god. I feel like this was this like red, white, and blue kind of gear. It was Great American Bash, right? Like Great American Bash 04, somewhere around there, where he wore the sorry, trying to fix my phone here for a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, anyway, I want to say it's like it's 2004 JBL for sure, I think. And I want to say it's like that Great American Bash JBL where he beat Eddie Guerrero for the belt in that strap match. Yeah, and then became like the longest reigning SmackDown champion or whatever. But it's a cool figure. I don't have a JBL. I think if you're going to get a JBL, this is a damn good one to get because of like it representing that version of him. So pretty cool. They did have the whole set. They had this Edge, this like world champion Edge, and then the first time in the line, Tori Wilson. She comes with the dog, which if I remember correctly was Chloe, right? The dog's name was Chloe. It was like a little Westie. Anyway, did not get Edge. Don't really need another Edge figure. I got the Edge Heads one, and I really like that one. Didn't really feel the want to get a Tori Wilson figure. Just wanted the JBL, so got it. Cool. And then on that DTOF, I had to do some digging for the last figure, but this one was right in the front. I was real hesitant to pick this up, but then when I actually saw it it was one of those things where I was like, well, if I see it in person, I might get it, but I never bothered to try to order it. It is the Series 100 Rock. New head sculpt with that kind of smiling head, but he still has the long sideburns. He's got the glasses, the blue, kind of purplish blue jersey. But most importantly, what's crazy about this figure is that it comes with the Brahma Bull Championship, which if you know the history of title belts, is pretty cool. Back when Austin won the WWF title, a lot of people kind of forget that, he had the new Big Eagle belt. He won the Winged Eagle from Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14. And then the very next night, he was presented with the Big Eagle, the first version of the Big Eagle with the blocky WWF logo, and it was on a blue strap, a blue leather strap. Then he loses the belt to Kane in the first blood match, and then wins it back the next night. And after that, he gets the Smoking Skull belt, which kind of becomes the main title for a little while. A lot of people kind of forget the Smoking Skull belt kind of replaced the Big Eagle for a moment while Austin was champion. And down the line, obviously, The Rock leaves the nation after SummerSlam. The kind of gradual breakup. He goes into a Survivor Series, he has a few matches in between. Like there's that Breakdown 98 match with him, Mankind, and Ken Shamrock. That's amazing. Go back if you haven't seen that match. Go back and watch it. It's really good. And then going into the Deadly Games at Survivor Series, he makes it all the way to the finals against Mick Foley. They recreate the Montreal Screwjob, and The Rock wins the belt. And that's where we kind of see the belt, the Big Eagle return, basically. But this belt right here, the Brahma Bull Championship, was designed for him the same way the Smoking Skull belt was designed for Austin, but it was never actually used. It was never seen on TV, but it was a real belt that they locked in a vault, for years and years, and now it's finally in toy form. So that was my big reason for wanting to get this figure. I have a lot of Rock figures. I believe underneath this, he's actually wearing blue tights, right? The blue outlining the white letters. I might be wrong on that. It's interesting. He's also this almost like exact same Rock figure is part of the Top Pick series that was there as well. And I almost got confused for a moment. Thankfully, the Elite 100 packaging has like the silver lettering and the big 100 on it. Because at first glance, I saw the Top Picks one, which is almost the same figure, but there's no belt, and the football jersey is red. It's black outlined with red instead of the blue, purple kind of color here. And I saw both of them, and I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Why are these different? Like, I don't know why in my weird memory I had like, oh, was he the Chase of Series 100? And he's not. Andre is. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I don't know why I got confused for a moment in the store at Walmart. But yeah, this was one of those figures that like I wasn't planning on getting it, and then I saw it, and the Brahma Bull belt made me pick it up. I'm not gonna lie. This whole set's not bad. I have the Stunning Steve. We've already opened that up on the channel. I didn't really feel the need to get the Chain Gang John Cena. I have John Cena from a few years ago where he's wearing the Pabst Blue Ribbon John Cena shirt. I really like that one. It's a good figure. Becky Lynch makes sense. There you got The Rock. We got a WCW Rey Mysterio. That was there. These were all there. And then you got Andre, who is also the Chase variant of the set. Which brings me to my next one, because I had to dig deep to find Andre. No, I did not get the Chase, I don't think. It wasn't there. But there was only one Andre, and I went ahead and I picked it up. So, yeah, we got Andre. This is a great Andre the Giant likeness, like older Andre in the mid-'80s. Looks really good. He's got the big World Heavyweight Championship, which was made specifically for him. This like much bigger sized belt that Hogan had, kind of like the smaller regular version. And yeah, it's Andre with the pink shirt. He's got the blue checkered vest and the pants. And it's Andre from when he challenges Hogan to WrestleMania 3 and then rips the cross necklace off of Hogan. It's that Andre. So it's an iconic, suited up Andre. Not one you would expect to really get, but really cool in my opinion that they made this. So I'm okay with it. Series 100 in hindsight is a little disappointing. Like, it's cool. You would think it would have been a little bit more, I don't know, robust. Like, Cena, Rock, Andre all kind of make sense. I'm surprised we didn't get a regular Austin instead of Stunning Steve. Don't get me wrong, I love the Stunning Steve Austin figure. But I'm surprised we didn't get a regular Austin. And then, like, I'm surprised they didn't throw in, like Becky Lynch being in there is cool, but I would have figured, like, maybe, I don't know, Trish Stratus, or, like, an older women's wrestler. Alundra Blaze, does she have a figure? I don't know. It's an interesting lineup. 4 out of the 6 figures make sense. Becky does make sense, but, you know, maybe it could have been somebody else. And Ray, I don't know if I would have put Ray in this set, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't throw another Hogan in here, which would have been equally disappointing. But there you go. We got suited Andre, so pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, so that was at my local Walmart. I was super excited. I was like, oh, they got this whole stack and shelf and everything. And then I decided to go to a town that's about 45 minutes away from me. And I was like, well, maybe if our Walmart got these, maybe that one got some new figures. Let's go see if they got anything new. And I pretty much did the same thing. I kind of figured I wasn't going to find any new wrestling stuff. I was hoping maybe I could find some Master of the Universe stuff or whatever. Some Legends. I regret not pulling the trigger on the Spider-Punk figure when I had the chance. Because now he's hard to find. But I ended up getting another wrestling figure, because while I was at that Walmart, they did not have a giant shelf full of waves that have been backed up. But what they did have was more Ruthless Aggression figures, and they had the Eric Bischoff Ruthless Aggression figure. Yeah, I was shocked to see this. Made it in the trash can again. They had all 3 in this set. You had Austin with the camo pants and the shirt. They had American Badass Undertaker, like an 03 Undertaker, like kind of right before he went back to being the dead man in 04. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a 2003 Undertaker, basically. It's more so, I think, Dead Man Inc. as opposed to American Badass. Because when he first came back in the early 2000s, that's still part of the Attitude Era to me. That's not Ruthless Aggression. and that would be the American Badass Undertaker. I think Ruthless Aggression Taker. I think Dead Man Inc. Undertaker, when he was like feuding with Lesnar in '03 and stuff. So it's that Taker. Austin with the camo pants, basically general manager of Raw, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then we have the actual general manager of Raw for a long time during that period, Eric Bischoff, first time in the line. And I gotta say, he actually looks really good. It's a really good Eric Bischoff likeness. This jacket is super shiny, and I know he wore like a shiny leather jacket during that time, but it almost looks gooey. So I'm not sure how I'm going to like this jacket on him. But, yeah, and he comes with the priest head, which is great. If you can find, like, a figure in a tuxedo and then put the old man head on it, you would get him with the doing the wedding thing with Billy and Chuck and 3-minute warning. It's fantastic. Anyway, really excited to see this. We're getting another Eric Bischoff, too. I think we're getting an Ultimate Eric Bischoff, aren't we? Like, as part of the Monday Night War Ultimates. There's like a whole new line of Monday Night War figures coming out, and I think they're going to be Walmart exclusive as well. And they're going to have like almost the same Eric Bischoff, but he's got a black NWO shirt underneath instead of like a white t-shirt. So I don't know if I'll get that or not, because, I mean, realistically, with the jacket closed like this and the black hair, you could pass this off as an NWO Eric Bischoff, unless you just specifically wanted to throw it in there with other Ruthless Aggression stuff. Like, it's GM Eric Bischoff, which is cool, but hey, to each his own. So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see what that NWO Eric Bischoff looks like in person, like in hand, and then see if I want to go ahead and get it or not. Last kind of pickup. Went to GameStop, was looking for some Marvel Legends stuff. I don't really buy any wrestling figures at a GameStop, but I was looking for some Marvel Legends. Didn't really find anything, but funny enough, I've never seen sports cards in a GameStop. I know GameStop used to sell them, but now most of the time all I ever see are Pokemon cards. And any kind of sports cards I do see, they're like the collector coin sport cards, and like you buy one at a time in a little fancy case and all that jazz. But while I was there, I found these and got a little bit of a FOMO, so I picked them up. They had one pack of the Don Russ basketball. I know I said I wanted hoops, which I do. I still want hoops, and I'm going to get to that here in a minute. But they had one pack of these left, and they were on sale for $4.99. I guess they were just trying to get rid of dead stock, so picked that up. And then same thing, I picked up some Don Russ NFL cards. There was one left, same price, $4.99 for a value pack. Called it good. And lastly, I think I finally got the right one, and I'll explain that in a minute. I finally found a proper box of NBA hoops at this GameStop. I talked about how like I thought I found NBA hoops boxes, or a box in Dallas, and then we opened it up, and it turned out to be the winter NBA hoop set with all the snowflake effects, like the snow falling, like a snow globe. And I became so disappointed. And like, you can even, when you watch me do that video, you can hear the disappointment in my voice when I realize what it is. But this, I believe, is a standard regular NBA hoops box. They had one left, and again, it was half off, so I ended up paying, I think, $10.99 for this. It was either 10 or 12 bucks. I can't remember, but there was one left, so I bought it. I was definitely going to buy this, and then when I saw that there was only one pack of each of these left, that FOMO kicked in, and I was like, damn it, I'm going to get those two. So I did. But there we go. Definitely looking forward to open this up. We're still looking for that Paolo Banchero rookie, which we found one of the Paolo Banchero rookies in a different pack, but it wasn't the rookie. It wasn't the base rookie. Let's see if we can get this trash can again. Oh yeah. All right, so that's it for the pickups. I was wondering if I should say something. So I got a gift from somebody, not through the channel. It was just a random gift from somebody I know, like where I live. They were like, "Well, you're kind of a nerd," and I was like, "You don't say." So I'll show it to you. They found like some kind of vintage old Star Trek tie, and gave it to me. It still has a tag on it too. It says it's 1994, so I'm guessing Next Generation era. But it was kind of cool for what it is. Just as some random gift somebody found at I don't even know where they found it, like garage sale, something, maybe thrift store. I don't know. There we go. All right, on to the orders. This is going to probably be a little bit of a long video now that I think about it with this. We'll start with the small stuff. Again, Prime Day was going on while I was in Dallas, so ordered some stuff through Prime Day while I was there. And essentially ordered 3 things, and all 3 came in. So, first thing is this package. So, nothing crazy. One of them is a video game collector's edition thing, but we'll open that in a minute. Okay, cool. I bought some more comic book bags. People sometimes ask me, like, with the action figures you don't display, what do you do? I put them in resealable comic book bags because they're the acid-free, all that stuff. You can store them and nothing's going to happen to your figures. Instead of putting them in... I've always heard weird things that, like, if you put figures in sandwich bags, it can mess them up over time. I don't know how true that is, but I've always used comic bags because you can get this big bag of 150 bags, and when it's on sale, it's cheap. It's like $10, and you get the whole bag. And these Titan Shield ones, these are the ones I've been using for the past few years, ever since they kind of popped up on Amazon. So, yeah, maybe like once every year and a half, I buy another pack, and they last me for quite a while. So, I just noticed I got about a quarter of a bag left. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead, and since it's Prime Day and it's on sale, I'm going to pick up another pack to kind of just be ready. So let's throw that over there. Second thing, I'm going to try to get this a little bit in the frame here, and then also quickly take it out because it's big. But if you saw the thumbnail, you saw this really big, clunky Amazon box. This is also some storage related stuff. So let's go ahead and get it open. It looks like a giant sign box is basically what it is, and it's kind of something like that, but not really. Actually, I don't really know what I'm saying here. Uh-oh. Okay. Hopefully these came in good shape. I've ordered these same things before from Amazon, and sometimes they've come in a little messed up or damaged, and it kind of sucks. But these look like they're packed pretty well, so we're about to find out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure they're all here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Put these back in. Alright, sorry. I picked up some it's going to be upside down, but so I can show you. BCW comic book storage boxes. There you go. These are the boxes I store comic books in. Best way to explain it. Pretty self-explanatory. I used to put all my comic books on bookshelves, and it just became way too much. It weighed a lot. They were hard to take off and on to dust and clean and everything. So I started putting them in comic book boxes like comic book stores use. This is a 5-pack. It's going to probably last me for a few years because I only get my monthly comics, and they don't really fill up the boxes that fast in hindsight. So yeah, I haven't had to buy these in quite a while. And I always just pick a standard 5-pack of them. They're pretty inexpensive. You should be able to find, normally, it was Prime Day, so they were on sale too. I picked these up it was a 5-pack for $25. So $5 a box, that's not bad considering, like, if you go to a comic book store and they're selling boxes, usually they're anywhere from like $10 to $15 a box. Kind of just depending on what box you get. But these are BCW, they're good, well-known boxes, and these are the same ones I've been using for years. I'm glad these were packed, like actually taped together and packed correctly, because I've ordered these from different sellers before on Amazon, and they just come like wrapped in plastic wrap with a sticker on them, and it's horrible, and they get messed up in transit, and I gotta put in a complaint order and everything. It does. They do come with lids as well. There's 5 lids in the box. I didn't take those out, but there you go. You get a 5-pack of boxes with 5 lids. You got to put them together yourself, but they're really easy to put together, and put a little tape on them. They hold up forever. I still have the original ones. Most of my comics are in. They've never given away. The only thing is on one box, just one, some of like the white outer shelling of the box kind of started peeling. But again, I just kind of taped it back, and it was pretty good. So they're really sturdy as well. You can stack them. They're very stackable. As long as you don't have any books that are pushing the tops open, they're easily stackable, and they're not going to harm each other being on top of each other. So pretty cool. They have some cloth boxes, some cloth comic book holding boxes. They're like a canvas, and they're supposed to be able to be stackable, but I saw some videos where people were trying to stack those and it was not working, and I was like, I'm just going to stick with cardboard boxes. I know some people don't like the look of cardboard in their home like that, but I mean, they're my comics, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm the only one going through them, and you barely see them because they're off in a corner. So, hey, it is what it is. So that's 2 out of our 3 Amazon Prime Day orders, and last box. This ought to be fun. This is actually going to lead into another video I'll do on a game show eventually, because it's a game. But we got this box from Amazon. So this was on Prime Day, $40, which I thought was a good price for it, so I went ahead and picked it up. Considering GameStop here where I live had the same thing for like 80, I think. So it was like over 50% off. This keeps moving. I apologize. Still trying to get used to this new tripod I'm using. All right. What's that? Oh, throw in the box. Sorry for the quietness there. I picked up the Among Us Ejected Edition. It's kind of wobbly here, and I think I know why, because there's a blanket in this. I just picked up regular Among Us. This is the Ejected Edition for the PS5. Yeah, I like Among Us. I actually don't mind it. I think it's a fun game, especially if you're playing with friends. I like cutesy art style stuff like this sometimes, so Among Us kind of works. And I saw this is on sale, and it comes with some really neat stuff. You get like a little steel book with the game. It comes with an actual like fleece blanket, some downloadable like wallpapers and stuff that I don't really care about. 1 of 12 special Myra HQ holographic access cards. Okay, we got a little red beanie. Looks like a little lanyard, some stickers, a little enamel pin. You get like a poster that's a map outline of the ship, and this like plushie with a little crown on it. It's a lot of cool stuff. I would not have bought this if it was like the GameStop regular $80 or $90, whatever it was. But considering it was only $40 on Prime Day, I was like, you know what? I like Among Us. I'm gonna get this. And there weren't really any other games that went on sale during that time. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at the little amount of gaming stuff that went on sale during Prime Day. Target had a sale for like $30 off different Mario games, but they weren't any of them I needed or wanted. I already had Odyssey. I already had Mario Kart. The only one I did want was oh boy, 3D World, because it came with the Bowser expansion thing. Not Bowser's Untold Story, but Bowser's Rage or whatever, Bowser's Fury. It comes with that too, and I wanted that, but that for whatever reason was like sold out everywhere. You could only get it digitally with the discount, which really sucked. So yeah, not a lot of gaming stuff that went on sale during Prime Day. This was one of the few things that I saw, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. It's got cool stuff I'll actually use, like a blanket. Like I'll throw that on the chair and let the dog sleep on it. I mean, I can use that. So we'll open this up on a game show. and take a look at it. I'm gonna do that now. Okay. Next thing. This is not... So that's all the Prime Day stuff out of the way. We had 3. We had comic book bags for the action figures, comic book boxes for the actual comic books, and a PS5 Ejected Edition Among Us box set thingy. So, cool. This came in while I was gone, so pretty cool. This is actually from YouTooz.com, not YouTube, YouTooz, Y-O-U-T-O-O-Z, I believe. Ordered it a long time ago, a few months ago, and it finally came in. So let's get this open. I'll show you what it is. Yay. This is my first order from YouTooz, and if you can't tell what it is, it's a Bigfoot plush. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I was taking it out of the plastic. We got a tiny 6-inch Bigfoot plush. This is styled after the Cryptid Club, or Club Cryptid Instagram account. If you ever go on Instagram, follow them. They, I believe it's a woman, right? Yeah, follow her. She does these great little mini comics with cryptids in them. I missed out when the very first one they did was the Fresno Nightcrawler or whatever. I missed out on that plushie. I was not going to miss out on Bigfoot. I love cryptids. I don't really believe in any of them, but I think they're hilarious. They're like real-life Pokemon, even though they're not real. But I love those little mini comics. They're so awesome. I already pre-ordered the next one coming out. They're going to do Mothman, and I've already pre-ordered Mothman, so hopefully that gets here. I hope we get a Loch Ness Monster. I like the way she does the aliens. The Chupacabra would be kind of funny. So yeah, I like cryptid stuff, so went ahead and picked up this Bigfoot plushie. He's all cute and smiling. He looks so happy. I don't know why he's got horns. It's almost more of a skinwalker-y Wendigo kind of thing with the horns, but he's supposed to be Bigfoot, so he actually has a little chain on the back too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. It's cute. Awesome. Okay. So there's that. On to the last few boxes. These are all going to be Big Bad Toy Store boxes. Like I said, this video is probably going to be a little long. Apologies. Apologies for my rambling. I'm kind of just in a... I don't want to say bored, because I knew I had to unbox some stuff today and get some videos out. But I don't know why. Like this whole weekend, this past weekend, I've been real lethargic, just kind of lazy. So kind of not focused as I probably could be. Is what it is, though. All right, Big Bad Toy Store. I got 2 really big boxes and then like some medium-sized boxes. Only one of these I'm for sure know what's in it, which I think is the biggest one on the bottom. That one should be the Super 7 Toxic Crusader figures. The rest of the other 3 boxes, I don't know, like including this one. I'm not sure what's in this box, but we're going to find out, so... Can I get all of it? Why did that part not cut? Alright. Oh, there are 3 figures in here. I did not expect that. All 3 of them shipped at the same time? I did not know that. Now, first off, we finally got a new advert for Big Bad Toy Store. I believe they're the exclusive whatever for Storm Collectibles now, right? So there you go. Funny enough, I have that Earthworm Jim from Premium DNA pre-ordered. I didn't do the Gargoyles line. I don't see anything here. Let's check the back. Motu Origins, always great. Monster Force is interesting. I've had an interest in Monster Force. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on them. You got the Naughty or Nice with Krampus there. We got that Fei Long figure, that Street Fighter Fei Long, which Looks like it's not going to be in a good size to fit with the Storm collectible stuff. And we got some G.I. Joe stuff on here. Speaking of G.I. Joes, what's in the box? What's in the box? First one we have looks like... yes. We got G.I. Joe Classified Torpedo. A.K.A. Edward Lealoa? Okay, cool. Torpedo. Your Subnautica army dude. We got Copperhead. Sorry about that. So there you go. Interesting the way they're doing the boxes now. They're still windowless, but they're like identifying what they are. So like Torpedo says G.I. Joe Torpedo. This says Cobra Copperhead. I wasn't going to get the Cobra Copperhead, but ended up getting it anyways. It gave me like a weird Doom guy vibe, and I liked it. Last one in here. Probably my most anticipated one out of the ones I've pre-ordered so far. We got Bazooka. He's in the old packaging, or the, not the old window packaging, but the older windowless package here. Yeah. David L. Bazooka Katzenbogen. Okay. Nice. This Don Fry looking ass. Yeah, Bazooka should be pretty fun to open. They already had the Tiger Force, I believe, Bazooka, right? Where he's in like the white jersey or whatever. But this is your more classic, proper, kind of knockoff Bears uniform. That's why I think of it, at least. So those will be fun to open up. Maybe not Copperhead so much. Like I said, I feel like Copperhead's a little bit of just a kind of generic army builder type of character here, but Bazooka and Torpedo should be pretty fun to do. So glad to have those. Try to keep everything balanced over here. Rid of the card. Next box. This one's a little heavier. It's funny, these Joes are not heavy. Like that medium-sized box was pretty light. This one is a little smaller, but a little heftier. So interesting to see what's in here. Let's find out. I'm trying to think of what else shipped. I'm confused. Oh. I immediately know what this is now. That's why it's heftier. Okay. We did not get a new advert. We got another sticker. I have so many of those Big Bad Toy Store stickers. They're just like there on a shelf over here in a baggie. Alright. Straighten out the camera again. Sorry. We have the Marvel Legends Classic Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle. It says Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. Best way I can describe it, it's a classic Hawkeye with this West Coast Avengers Sky Cycle thing. Yeah, that's about as good as you're going to get on the description here. It's a classic Hawkeye. I didn't really care at all about the Sky Cycle. I just wanted the Hawkeye out of this. I wish Hawkeye had just been a single release on his own and called it good. I don't need the Sky Cycle. There's a chance I could sell the Sky Cycle. I really just wanted the Hawkeye, to be honest. But it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. It'll be fun to open, at least. I forgot that shipped. I remember getting the notification for it, too. So we got a big box here. We have two boxes left, both kind of big. So, first one. This is a big box. But it's very light. Like the Hawkeye box there was heftier and heavier. So I don't know what's in this. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what's in that last box, that like perfect cube box down there. This one though, let's find out. Uh-oh. Almost cut myself. Oh, okay. More things with displays. Yeah. Okay. Alright, hold on here. Pull this up. Ooh. Alright. We have Masters of the Universe Origins, Skeletor and Screech. If you don't know who Screech is, he's Skeletor's little bird companion. Kind of sends him to attack and send messages, etc., etc. This Skeletor, it says, collector's edition inspired by the vintage artwork. So it's inspired by the original artwork that's on the boxes and in the comic books and everything. That's why it's a different looking Skeletor. He's not just blue and purple. He's kind of blue and like this dark maroon, red, brown color. So that's why he looks different. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't care. I'd not buy this for this Skeletor, so there's a chance this Skeletor might go up for sale. I might give it away. I don't know. I wanted Screech. I wanted the bird. I bought this for the bird. Not gonna lie. So there you go. We've actually opened up quite a bit of these now when I think about it. Do I have... I think I have the Point Dread Talon Fighter on pre-order. We did not do... We did, yeah. We got King Randor, but we got like younger King Randor. We have Slamurai there, and now we got Skeletor and Screech. I did not get Snake Tila. I didn't feel the need or want to get the Snake variant of Tila, and I do have a Snake Trooper, which is just a reworked Horde Trooper. But yeah, I mainly just wanted Screech, I'm not gonna lie. And even like if you look at the back, like it's so clearly this is meant to be a Screech-centric thing. They threw this damn Skeletor in here just so they could jack the price up. Thankfully, I should be able to at least make some of the money back by getting rid of the Skeletor and keeping the Screech. So that's my plan. Looks cool, so it'll be fun. I forgot all about that one too. That Hawkeye and that Skeletor with Screech set, completely forgot those shipped. Alright, last thing. One more box. Then we're done. We have this big Cube. You ever seen the movie Cube? Go watch Cube. Independent Canadian horror movie. Fantastic movie. Acting leaves a little bit to be desired. It's a lot of independent actors. A couple of well-known people, if you're familiar with like Canadian television series. For the most part, though, the acting is kind of the weakest part of that movie. But the ambience, setting, story, and pacing of that movie far and away carry it. It's such an underrated movie. If you've never seen Cube, go out of your way, look up Cube. I'm sure you could find it on Netflix or Amazon or something. Cube 2, worse, but a cool idea, badly executed. They did Cube Squared. That's basically what it was. It was Hypercube, so it was a tesseract. Great idea, horribly executed. And then they did Cube Zero, which I thought was a little bit better. But the first Cube movie, classic. Great movie. One of those movies that should, like, if you're a horror movie fan, go back and watch. Like, there's a lot of other movies in the horror genre now that you can tell took a lot of inspiration from Cube, especially the ambiance and just the clever, kind of twisted nature of it. Like, every time I see a movie that's like one of those weirds, like Would You Rather, or even Saw to an extent, like, I always think, like, man, y'all just took a lot of shit from Cube. Because Cube was the late 90s. We got that new advert in here. So, and this box is exactly what I said it was going to be. So, super excited, actually. We've got the Toxic Crusaders. Toxic Crusaders. Yes, I know the theme song. There we go. We got two. I believe we... who do we have here? Should we open up the plastic right now and look at them? Not unbox the actual figures, but take the plastics off and look at them? I say we do. So I have Toxie already. Toxie was released on his own a few different times. There's like 3 or 4 different variations of Toxie himself, the Toxic Crusader. I have the standard based one, just base one that first came out, and it's based on the original Toxic Crusader toy and cartoon. So cool. And then there was like a couple of different glow in the dark variants, and like ones that like change a different color if it's out in the sun and all that. Gimmicky, not anything I would need. And then they released these three. This is like the first official series 1 of Super 7's Ultimate Toxic Crusader line. And there's another Toxie that's supposed to look more like the cartoon, but they still messed it up. So I decided not to get it. Like the colors were off. Like I see what they tried to do, but it was still like really inaccurate. But these two looked great, and I think they're going to go great with that original Toxie figure. So we've got my favorite character from besides Toxie himself. We got Junkyard. Of course, he's a junkyard dog. He looks great just in this box. Yeah, that is awesome. I love the vibrant colors, the orange and the greens. You got like the pink of the gums and the big teeth and the long tongue, the orange hat, dog collars and chains on his wrists. It's awesome. He looks great. There's the back if you want to take a look. The trashed out hideous hound, but I like Junkyard. And then if I remember correctly, the other one's just a soldier, right? Like one of the random soldiers. It's crazy how different Toxic Crusaders, the cartoon, is to the Toxic Avenger movie. They're complete opposite ends of the earth. Like, Toxic Crusaders is basically a very poor man's, not even just a poor man's, like the absolute downtrodden, broke-ass man's Captain Planet. But I love it so much. My cousin had him illegally recorded on VHS tape, so we would just watch cartoons or episodes of Toxic Crusader. There's only like one season. It's fantastic. Then here's the other one. We've got the Radiation Ranger. And he looks good too. Like, I look at this and I see the hazmat dudes from Monster Inc. That's what I think of. But this is way before Monsters Inc., so I wonder if there's any connection there. But it's fun. I love Toxic Crusaders. I almost went out of my way and bought the Reaction Toxic Crusader stuff. I didn't, thankfully, because that would have cost a lot. Trying to get like all of those at once, because they're like $20 a piece. Which I don't know why Reaction figures from Super 7 have to be that expensive. But I waited, because I kept hearing, like, no, they're going to make ultimates of other Toxic Crusader characters. And finally, we got Junkyard and the Radiation Ranger and a third Toxie. But I didn't get that other Toxie because I like the original Toxie way more. I unboxed that Toxic Crusader figure way back on the channel, if you want to go back and look for it somewhere. Awesome figure. One of my favorite figures that year. That was like Super 7 when I was first getting into Super 7, and that Toxic Crusader figure is what made me start getting their Ninja Turtle line, which in turn made me start getting the Thundercats line, which in turn made me get the New Japan figures, and so on, so on, so on. And I eventually developed a very love-hate relationship with Super 7, because their turtles are fantastic, almost flawless. Thundercats, 75% good. New Japan and wrestling figures, probably only 25% good. Like, really bad. So it's really hit and miss if you're a Super 7 fan. And that's it. I know this was a very long video. I'm sorry, but it was a lot of stuff. I normally, if a video is this long, I'll break it into 2 parts. But because after the next couple of days, I'm going to be... What's a good way to put that? I'm going to be pretty busy, so... I decided to just get it all out in one go, so there you go. But if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you don't want to. But as always, I appreciate anybody who does. And if you like the video, please come back and check out some more. That's the best one I can say. We're almost to 400 subscribers, which is pretty wild to me. I never even thought I'd get 20 subscribers. So it's pretty wild that there's like almost 400 people who are willing to subscribe to me, even if they don't watch all the videos. Because I know like my subscriber count to actual views is pretty... There's a big-ass discrepancy. But it's pretty wild. I think we're at 398 right now, so we're only 2 away from 400. And if I can reach 500, I can start kind of getting ready to maybe, I don't know, open up... I think you're allowed to, like, open up a little store, right? Or something? now with the new rules. You never know. We got a lot of stuff though. We got the this almost fell. We got the G.I. Joe stuff, which is cool. We got like Andre and Rock with the Brahma Bull thing. Of course, JBL's over here. We got the Eric Bischoff stuff. Finally found a regular box of NBA hoops. Obviously, we just looked at the Toxic Crusader stuff. You got to see the kind of boxes that I order for comic book collecting. The bags I use for figure collecting. A little bit of Masters of the Universe Origins: The Return. I love saying that. Hawkeye, Marvel Legends Hawkeye, made a cameo over here with the Sky Cycle. And then, of course, we got that Among Us, which we're going to take a look at in a separate video. We're going to do a game show and unbox the Among Us PS5 Ejected Edition. So, hey! Yeah, pretty cool. And the little Bigfoot plush over there sitting on the bed now. I threw him and he, like, landed perfectly on the bed. So that's pretty funny. That's it. Thank you. If you liked the video, again, cool. Sorry for rambling. And I'll catch you guys on whatever's next.